Good morning and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm in my van, and this week I'm up in Aviemore in the Cairngorms, and tomorrow I'm going to be climbing Bynack Mor. So my route's going to start off in the Glenmore Forest, and it's going to take me up past the Green Loch, up through the Rivone Pass. I'm going to stop off at the Rivone Bothy and have a look at that, and then make my way up to Bynack Mor. So, let's go. The forest track at the start of my route passes through Glenmore Forest, taking me over bridges, through the bogwoods with pools of Frogspawn, and past deer and other forest creatures. Scattered either side of the track are old gnarled Caledonian pines, some of them over 300 years old, which are left over from the great Caledonian forest that once covered this area. At the edge of the forest, I pass the Green Loch, Loch Uin, before taking a detour to visit the Rivone Bothy. The Rivone Bothy, like the rest of the bothies found throughout the Highlands and Islands, is maintained by the Mountain Bothy Association and intended to provide dry shelter from the weather if you need it. They are pretty simple buildings, usually with a sleeping platform and fireplace, and they are free to use. But if you are thinking of using them, then I'd encourage you to either donate what you can or join the Mountain Bothy Association through the website, which helps pay for the maintenance. So I'm just leaving the Rivone Pass. The Rivone Bothy is over in the distance down there, probably about 1 kilometre away, and I'm about 7 kilometres into this walk so far. I've had to strip down, hats are off, gloves are off, waterproof trousers are off. I was wearing a pair of Mountain Equipment Cairngorm 3-layer Gore-Tex bottoms because the day before yesterday I was up on the hills and it was Arctic conditions. It was 30 or 40 mile an hour winds, temperature was like -4, -5. I dug a snow hole for my lunch, but today it feels like, dare I say it, the start of summer. It feels like midgy weather, but it's brilliant because there are no midgies about. That's me 11 k's in, probably just over 3 hours. And I just wanted to point out where I am. So I am just to the north of Bynack Mor, just to the right of that Bynack Beg, and then swing round here, and up at the top there, that's Cairngorm, and that ridge line is the Srona Chano, and move round to the right, and I've got the Buckle in the far distance, with the Rivone Pass just at the bottom of it. So, as I swing round to the east, you can see these slopes here. That's the northeasterly facing slope, more northeasterly facing slopes, and then up on Bynack Beg you can see that northeasterly facing slope, which is fully loaded with snow. So over the past couple of days we've had southwesterly winds. That means the wind is coming from the southwest and blowing towards the northeast. and what happens is the southwesterly winds picks up all the snow and scours the southwest facing slopes, blows it, and it all gets deposited on the northeast slopes, as you can see. And this is a really good example of that. See down here, this slope here is north facing, so all the wind has blown the snow over the top of this ridge and it's settled down here and deposited. And again, like on a smaller scale, just in this tiny little gully here. And then if we look over to the back, that's Srona Chano, and you can see again on the north faces and along to Cairngorm, which is up here. You can see where the snow is being deposited quite heavily on those northeasterly aspects.
So when it comes to planning your route in winter, it's really important to understand how the wind affects the snow and where the worst areas will be. As we can see here from the Avalanche report, strong south-southwest to westerly winds will generally mean that we can expect to see snow deposited on the north, northeast to easterly slopes, as you can see in the Avalanche graphic. The Avalanche forecast is available online at the Scottish Avalanche Information Service, along with daily blogs on the actual conditions that you can expect to see. It really helps with route selection, and it helps to keep you safe during winter.
So this is the approach to Bynack Mor on the left and Bynack Beg on the right, and it looks absolutely amazing. Couldn't have asked for better weather. And up there on the northeasterly aspect of Bynack Beg, you can see that loaded snow where all of the snow has been dumped on that northeast face due to the southwesterly winds blowing it over the ridge and dumping it there. So here I am, arrived at the summit of Bynack Mor. It's taken just over 4.5 hours and 14 k's from the start point, so that's not bad going. It's probably about 4 k's an hour. Been stopping quite a lot to do some film footage. Quite windy up here, and I can see the rain clouds coming as expected. So I'll just show you around. You can just make out Cairngorm in the distance. So there's Cairngorm.
It was really cold in the wind at the top, so I went and found a sheltered area, had a quick lunch, and then got back down as quick as possible.
Don't need someone to save me, no, and don't come running to blame me. From miles away I can tell that something's off. The way you look and how you pause when you talk, I think I said enough. You said your love for me something brand new. You said this is something you